silence. No need to speak a word. Lay here beside me. Don't wanna move too fast. Your lips on the floors. Sipping on your love. Sipping on your love. I never dare to ask if we're gonna last. I'm needing all your love.
Hello, happy Wednesday. I am doing a horrible job. Let me put you guys up here. I think that'll work. But what I was saying, I am doing a really terrible job of this whole vlogging thing. Really for the last couple of weeks, I could definitely be doing a much better job. And I don't really know why I haven't, honestly. Well, that's a lie. I kind of do. I haven't had a ton of updates because for a long time I was tied up in other projects. I didn't have a lot of writing updates specifically. I'd been so busy, but now I do. So that has been good. I've had a lot more updates recently. I am now almost 13,000 words, or maybe I am at 13,000 words into submitting to the Beast. So that is going well. My werewolf romance, the other part of the duology for the Billionaire Beast of New York duology, I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm slowly getting settled in to the story. But yeah, now I feel like I'm really getting somewhere. I know where I'm headed. I know the plot points. I have a better idea of what I need to be writing at this point. It's just going a ton better. So there should be more updates coming soon. Exciting things this week is my sister is going to be in town over the weekend. So I'm hoping that I'm going to spend a lot of time with her and just have a lot of fun going on. Things have slowed down a little bit and I am very excited about it. Tomorrow, Finn has a kindergarten program at a school that I am super excited about. Thankfully, I already had the openings in my work schedule, so I didn't have to move around very much in order to attend that. So that's nice. I am going to actually have kind of a casual morning, I think. I'll be able to kind of hang out, do my morning writing sprints, and then go and watch the program, which is exciting, and then go over to work like normal after. So I am just really looking forward to it. So that's nice. I have not had a whole lot for YouTube. I did have a video planned for today because it is Wednesday, but I did not get around to filming it. Honestly, I am more focused on writing this book than I am on completing other projects. I at least wanted to like really get my feet underneath me with this one. I set out like on a sticky note, I wrote out the tasks that I am doing for the next 3 months, which is specifically this book, submitting to the Beast. I will be drafting the rest of April, drafting in May, and I would love to have it ready to be professionally edited in June is the goal. It works out perfect because I'm going on a trip in June, so I will be a little busier. I'll also be gone. So it just works out really nicely if I can wrap things up before I go on that trip. And that way I'm doing things while the book's with my editor. So that is the goal for myself. Again, I don't have hard deadlines. I've told myself I'm not going to set deadlines for myself. If I do, it will be like a pre-order for the book after I have completed it because I am rapid releasing this duology. And so they will both be done, ready to go, and they'll just be waiting to hit publish essentially. So that is the only thing I'm telling myself I will set a deadline for, is if that is the case. But we'll see. We will see what ends up happening. But for now, I need to get to family dinner and I don't know, maybe write a little bit more tonight. I really need to do some work stuff. So that's what I'm doing the rest of today. Hi, hello. Happy Thursday. I wasn't gonna vlog because I don't have a ton of updates, but I did think about something today. So on the way over here, I'm at my parents' house to pick up Finn. I kind of realized why I had a hard time settling into submitting to the Beast early on. the chapters for the male main character were going pretty smoothly. Nothing too difficult at all. But the whole book was going slow, and I realized as I was getting to the female main characters section that it was taking me a little longer to craft those sections. And at first I thought it was just because this is the first time I'm writing from the female main character's perspective. It's the first time she's introduced, and so I thought naturally it's just more difficult because I don't fully know this person yet. And I think I had told you guys that sooner, that I was just kind of discovering who these characters were. But I think along with that, my female main character is just sad. She's just kind of sad, especially right now. I think this morning, I'm on chapter 6 now, but in chapter 5, it was from her perspective. And in chapter 5, we hit a point where she starts to get a little bit more agency. We see more of her motivations, all of the things that she's up against, and how she is finding her own ways of feeling in control of things. And there's an event which really sparks the start of the story, like the main conflict here. And getting that, her reaction to it, I really feel like has set everything in motion, and it should go a lot quicker from here. But it took me getting to that point to realize that, wow, the chapters I've written from her perspective earlier and everything just kind of leading up to this little bit of a breaking point for her, it's just because she is sad and she's not in this place that she really hoped to be, and she isn't sure where to go from that. She feels really stuck. And so I think it was because I was at work between therapy stuff, and I was already kind of in this headspace of kind of like a grief headspace a little bit. Like, how do you help somebody that has experienced really difficult things that cannot be changed? That kind of stuff. How do you come to terms with that? And so once I hit that point in the story and realized that essentially the emotions that I have been grappling with for her, for one, are just sad, but also very therapeutic and very related to what I do every day as a therapist, it made a lot more sense why things were moving slower. And it also unlocked a different half of my brain also that I don't think I had pulled enough into this story, which is the therapy side of things. So I feel like I hit a really important point in that story this morning, and I'm excited to move forward with it. So hopefully all of that was super engaging to you, because it really was to me, bringing in kind of the therapeutic side of things. But I need to pick up Finn. Alex picked up ramen and sushi. We are going to eat that tonight. Just kind of sit at home. I don't think there's anything going on tonight. It's Thursday. And tomorrow night we have a couples date with some close friends that I am very excited about. Well, PA bestie Jill and her husband and Alex and I are going to go try out this new restaurant in town. I'm super excited, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So this pretty much takes me into the weekend, and then my sister will be here. She is flying today. Or tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow, maybe today. Tomorrow, I think she's flying. Either way, she's going to be here this weekend too. So exciting things are happening for the weekend, and I'm finally getting a ton of writing done. Thank goodness. And hopefully this puts me back on track so I can focus more on YouTube things, because I have been missing pouring into a different creative outlet. So fingers crossed, things will continue that way. Happy Friday! I spent most of Friday sitting to getting oil change for my car. I think I showed up there at like 11:30 after I ate my lunch, because my client was early, so I was out of work early. So I went and sat at about like 11:30 there, and I just finished up and got my car at like 3:30. They were really busy today, but honestly, I was prepared to go in and sit and wait. I kind of expected to, and I'm kind of glad I did for as long as I did, because I would have been doing the same thing anyway, which is writing. I sat in a little coffee shop that is attached to the place I was at. They offer a discount for people who are waiting, which is really nice. So I went over there and I just kind of sat, enjoyed a drink, and wrote like crazy. So I hit what I had been setting out to write to today and then some. So my goal this week has been 2,000 words on average per day. I haven't quite hit 2,000 words each day, except today I exceeded that. And so I think I evened out my progress. I am almost 17,000 words into submitting to the beast. And just as I was finishing up, just as I was between finishing paperwork and things, getting wrapped up, I wrote the end of what is chapter 6. And I feel like I have finally set some of the motivation for one of my characters that I have needed to in place. Also, because in the Amy Prokopis universe, I don't like to let go of people and characters. And even though it, like the plot, like you don't have to read all of my books to understand any of them per se, unless they're a direct series. They're all somewhat related though. I have found yet another way to maybe potentially connect another series or maybe another duology. I don't know, but I've opened the door for other things by finalizing the motivation for the male main character, Archer. I am super excited. I haven't told you guys too much about the characters in submitting to the beast. If you've been keeping up with my progress and looking at things for Taming the Beast, book 1 in this duology, then you already probably have a really good idea that the second book, Submitting to the Beast, that follows the other man in this sort of billionaire universe. So there's Jameson Atherton, who is one of the co-owners of the Beast, the nightclub, and the other co-owner is Archer West. And so if you've put 2 and 2 together, then you probably already figured out that Archer, our werewolf, is the other half of the duology, and that would be the case. So submitting to the beast, the male main character is Archer, so we're getting a werewolf story. Really fun. I'm so excited. We're getting more of the same vibes to some extent, although Archer is a lot more like primal, a lot more territorial, which is saying a lot because I think Jameson is already pretty territorial and protective, but Archer is so in different ways. It's more of a primal response, sort of a werewolf kind of animalistic sense for him. And I've had a lot of fun writing him. Whew. I'm gonna quit rambling and go inside and do some other things I need to do before tonight. We are going to dinner with PA bestie Jill and her husband. We are going out together to a new restaurant that none of us have been to, but we've heard really good things about. So we're gonna do that, probably end up back at our house for drinks and just to hang out. I've been telling them today that they need to watch the Santa Clara Diet. If you have not seen that, it's so good. It's been out for a few years now, I think, like maybe 5 or so. But it is hilarious. If you like dark humor, that's a fun one. And so I don't know, maybe we'll come back and I can introduce them to that. So we will see. But anyway, I am starting the weekend on a really good note, writing a ton.
Take me, oh my God, open will hold our faces straight up. I'm a sucker for hearts. I'm a sucker for hearts.
Hello, it is Saturday. This next week is gonna be a lot. Also, I don't know, I have feelings. So firstly, my sister is coming into town tomorrow, which is exciting. She has flown from across the country because she lives way across the country now, but she is here in Oklahoma and she will be coming to us for a little family visit tomorrow. And she'll be here Sunday and Monday, and then I think she leaves on Tuesday. So I'm gonna see her tomorrow and Monday, which is super exciting. I haven't seen her in the flesh in like 2 years, which is crazy. So I'm excited. However, unfortunately, Alex has a work trip that he leaves for also Sunday, but I think he may be leaving before she gets over here. So he's gonna completely miss her because he's gonna be gone most of the week. So it's a busy week. I will be solo parenting most of this week, which always leaves, it's strange. It leaves a lot of work because it's just me doing everything for Finn and stuff around the house. But also I am gonna end up with a lot more downtime in the evenings. So the plan is for this next week is to do a ton of writing. I had a super successful day of writing yesterday and had a really good time going out to dinner with our friends, with PA bestie Jill and her husband. Actually, I'm wearing my Bad Omen shirt. We all went to the concert together. It was a great time. That was in a previous vlog if you were curious and want concert footage, because I did get a little bit. So that is a vlog or two ago. But today we have another couple friend coming over. They have fairly young children, and so I think we're gonna do a little play date / dinner date. We haven't seen them in a while. These are friends that we used to have them over just about every or every other weekend, honestly, or we would go to their house, the kids would play, and it has been since the fall, I think, that we have actually had them over. The husband, he is in the D&D group on Sundays, so I see him pretty regularly because he's over all the time. But the whole group of them, they've been so busy with family stuff that we haven't seen them in a while. So I am excited to spend a little bit of time with them, catch up. It should be really fun. In the meantime, I have been doing some writing prep, looking at my schedule a little bit, and what else? Finn and I have been doing some small projects. He just finished up playing a game. I think it's a little muggy out, but I think I might try to convince him to go on a walk and take June out, maybe just go around the block once. If he will go with me, I think it would be super fun. So I don't know, we will see. I might do that, or maybe I'll just go out and take June on my, well, probably not. Alex actually has to go into work for a little bit. He needs to drop off and prep some stuff since he's gonna be gone. So I kind of forgot about that. So maybe Finn, June, and I will get out and go on a walk in a minute. Just enjoy the afternoon. But I think that's it as far as updates. I told you guys quite a bit about this book. I also just released more character profiles for submitting to the Beast on my Patreon. I don't know if I've told you guys in this vlog. I think I did in the last one. I actually dropped the price of my paid Patreon because I hadn't updated it since since Apple had changed things with like the fees if you purchase through the app, which is where I think most of my Patreon members were purchasing through. So I dropped the price because honestly, I want to make it affordable, but also be able to provide some really unique things that actually do take a bit of time for me to put together. So if you want to see videos before they go live, which I have some coming, that is what I've been doing this morning. Oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you guys. I sat down and I planned out some YouTube content for some sit down videos, and those always go up on Patreon early for paid members. So do behind the scenes things, and you always get access to ARC copies being a paid Patreon member, and it's just $3 a month now. So definitely check that out. So that is actually what I need to do, is I need to go back inside and I need to start working on brainstorming and prepping scripts and stuff for
Your taste is different. Somehow it makes me break.
Hi, hello, happy Sunday. Today my sister and brother-in-law come into town, which is exciting. I haven't seen them in person in like 2 years since they've moved across the country. So I am very excited that they are here. So they will be here sometime in the afternoon. Alex is leaving on a work trip, unfortunately, and is going to miss them basically the whole time they're here. So Alex is finishing packing, and then I am going to drive him over to get the car, the work car. So that's the next thing on the agenda, is that. So it's been a nice weekend. I did not write yesterday. I did other author like admin stuff. I decided not to write because, for one, I think I'm gonna get a lot of writing done this week also, just because I'm gonna have extra downtime on my hands since Alex is gone. So I decided not to stress too much about that. So that, I think, is all of the updates for now that I have. And it's Sunday, so I need to get this vlog uploaded. No Write With Me live stream because I am spending time with my sister tonight. So super excited, gonna go out to dinner, enjoy some fun time, and then it's into the work week. So that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check out all the links below. Definitely check out Patreon. You can join for free and get weekly writing updates, or for just $3 a month now, because I dropped the price, you can get behind the scenes content and early access for things like YouTube videos and arcs and all kinds of stuff. So definitely check it out. Follow me on social media, like and subscribe. Thank you so, so much. And read books, be kind, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Oh